and I just can't stop the feeling. No, I just can't stop the feeling, the feeling. And your legs start to shake to the rhythm, and I just can't stop the feeling. No, I just can't stop the feeling, the feeling.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Far From Sober podcast. We're in season 4, episode 2. It's your boy Hugo, aka Big Gucci Sosa.
It's your boy Alex, aka D3 Bundy, aka Pay-Per-View Bundy.
Goddamn. Oh, it's your boy Adelcio, aka AC.
And we have a very special guest today. Bundy, do you want to introduce him for us?
We have a legend in the building.
Word?
In my opinion, we have one of the greatest producers out of Providence.
Thank you.
Actually, I feel bad even saying producer because he's more than just a producer. He's an artist. He's a great singer. He's a great drawer. Has an eye for everything.
So a Renaissance man.
He's the man.
Sound like that, you know?
Ooh.
We have our fucking brother, Gorillo on the beat.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
That was a fire intro. It was like a WWE intro. Made me ready
What's
for a
that
knob.
from, the boxing?
Oh, that dude. Yeah.
You think I should get a job being like an announcer?
No.
Would I do
More
good?
like Paul
That was pretty
Heyman.
good, bro.
More like Paul
That was
Heyman
pretty
job.
good,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, I'm Paul Heyman.
Yeah, you're like Paul Heyman.
Okay.
Who's Paul Heyman?
Look like Paul
He's the
Heyman,
dude
too.
from WWE that would like talk for the wrestlers for like wrestlers that can't
like
talk
a
or
bald
whatever.
spot right here and like a little ponytail.
The dude that used to come out with the Undertaker,
Yeah,
the
and
creepy white guy.
no, he
No,
came
that's
out with Brock
Paul
Lesnar.
Heyman.
What? Yeah.
With Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar, yeah.
I don't even know.
That's Paul something.
But-
I don't
thinking
know. All
about
Pauls
the-
are the same to me.
I was thinking about the boxing guy. Are you ready?
Oh, that dude
That's
too.
what I was talking
That
about
guy,
too.
yeah,
That dude too. But yeah, let's get back onto the wave. You know, it's a brand new year.
That shit, you know what I mean?
Back to the wave. It's a brand new year. We're in 2023. Like, how's everyone feeling going into this new year? Like, what's been
Amazing.
crazy?
I feel good. I just kind of feel like a liar
What do you mean?
because the last episode that we did together, I said that we were gonna drop another one before the year ended, and we ended up dropping that pod when the year started.
It counts.
So you know, we lie.
I'm glad to be here.
It's funny.
Be here, no
It's funny you
bullshit.
mentioned lying because I got Eddie Guerrero on my T-shirt. You know, rest in peace to Mr. Latino Heat. You know.
You see, I have a love and hate relationship with Eddie Guerrero
Yeah.
because I feel like he misrepresented us because Spanish men don't cheat.
And we don't do coke.
Facts.
Bad coke. I'm lying.
Especially Dominican man. We'll continue.
Okay, yeah, but besides that, man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling extraordinary. I'm feeling good because I had a milestone this week. My son walked for the first time.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah.
So can we clap it up for fatherhood?
Yeah. What? We take that.
So anything big happen for you guys this week?
Nah, I haven't had any like crazy milestone yet, but it's gonna get there. So like it's building up. You feel me? Like I have certain goals. It's like a temporary goals, but it's gonna come soon. Like
Hell
my
yeah.
my like long term goals, I'm still working on that because I still haven't like learned exactly what I want my long term goal to be. My short term goal, I definitely know. It's like certain like just needs.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, sorry if I speak for Hugo, but Hugo actually had a big accomplishment last week.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So
You got some bitches.
he almost did. I was proud for him. But my boy Hugo, man, give a round of applause. My boy turned 42.
Wait, this. Yo, don't even let them.
You said 40?
No, God no, bro.
42, Jackie Robinson.
Nah. I turned 30.
God.
Fuckers, bro.
Close enough, right?
Yeah. I think my contract's about to end soon.
You ever
Then.
seen that interview with Kevin Hart? He's like, damn. Damn, 30 is crazy, bro.
Hey, bro, 30's the new 20, and the way my life be going, bro, I lived way too many lives, bro. Way too many lives. It's been a blessing just to be past 25, bro.
Yeah, that's right. To be past 21 is a blessing. I know. I know a couple people that didn't even make it at like
Yeah.
21, to be honest. But you know, life is life. You feel me?
Yeah, me too. On my 21st birthday, I got so shit-faced, bro, that I woke up and I was like, oh shit, is this a new reality?
Yeah, that 21st like birthday be the craziest. Like when it comes to like, cause that's when you know like you can just drink. Like, not everybody does it, but like for me, when on my 21st, I got so fucked up that like I didn't even like in the club. I sat on the speaker, bro, and I'm just thinking about life, bro. Like that's how fucked up I was.
He said, "My day. This is my day."
Yo.
Bro, I just remember looking up and everything was like I was seeing 3 of everything.
What was playing? Because if a dembow was playing, that's wild.
Nah,
Yeah, no
it
bullshit.
wasn't.
Sitting on the speaker, like,
It was a bachata, bro. Wow. I'm just like, yeah, bro. Like,
Oh yeah, you was
yeah,
feeling it.
like, I'm like, yo, I'm fucked up. And then my brother went to Denny's, and I didn't make it inside. That's all I'm gonna say.
Jesus.
That's all I'm gonna say for that day.
So, Gorillo, you got to tell us a little bit about yourself. Obviously, we had like a very fire intro.
I mean,
We got to educate the people.
no, fact, but what do you guys want to know?
So
Ask me whatever.
I only knew that you were a producer, and like in my opinion, was probably one of the nicest producers out here in the state. But as soon as you walked in the door, this is my first time meeting you in person, and I'm like, I didn't realize you were also an artist. You were as an artist, as in a sense, like, you know, you do vocals as well.
Well, I originally started producing, and that's a crazy ride. But yeah, no, I'm an artist too. I like to think of myself as like a producer artist mostly. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, like especially out here from where we're from, know me as just a producer. You know what I mean? That's how you guys know me originally. You know what I mean? But I'm originally an artist. You know what I mean? First. You know what I mean? That's why it sounds so intricate. You know what I mean? So like, just down to how I design the beats and stuff and everything. Anybody that knows me would tell you. You know what I mean? Like, nah, he's very meticulous. You know, with his production. You know what I mean? And, but nah, yeah, I am an artist. You know what I mean? It comes as a shock, right? What's
What's your
It threw me
meaning of
off.
an artist, though?
wait, what?
Like, what's your meaning of an artist? Like, what do you consider being an artist? You know what I mean? Because everybody has a different, like, perspective on that.
I feel like as an artist is somebody who like freely. First of all, as an artist, bro, you gotta be open. You know what I mean? You have to be like a window. You have to have a window to your soul. Like always, you have to be able to project feelings. You know what I mean? Into intricate rhythms. Like I was saying, like it has to be it's very meticulous. It's very like, you know, like in sync, off sync. You know what I mean? Because it's human. You know what I mean? Because it's rhythm. You know what I mean? And I feel like, the real definition of being an artist is just being yourself. Like everybody is an artist. You know what I mean? Like it's more of like the way you choose to interpret who you are through your niche. You know what I mean? That being whatever. You could play the maracas, bro. But if you love playing the maracas, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be the shit at it. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people have talent and have the ability to be like a great artist and stuff, but it's really honing it. You know what I mean? It's like a weapon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because anything could be your canvas at the end of the day, and like that's like what's crazy is that you can be a painter. When you paint, of course, your canvas is that blank thing that you paint on. When you make music, your canvas is the Pro Tools,
The production.
Like anything can make you an artist. So you can be an alcoholic and be an artist. Your cup is your
Yeah,
canvas.
yeah, exactly.
Yo, hold on. Why you look at me when you said alcoholic?
He's an artist when it comes to making hookah.
It's because I can't look at myself
Nah, that hoop
anymore.
was busting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? That hoop was busting, bro. Like, you got your money's made right there, bro.
Yo, and first,
You gotta make tutorials, because motherfuckers is fucking it up out there.
Yeah.
It's crazy, because then I say that shit before, like, when we first started making the pod, like, yo, I think I'm gonna make, like, a tutorial how to make hookahs and all that shit.
That shit's busting, bro. What?
I mean, we should do it. You know what? Alongside with this video, we're gonna drop a tutorial. And for the listeners listening, if you're listening audio only, you might hear the hookah bubbling, but that's because we can't let this hookah go because Adelcio did his thing. That's just fire. But back to the artist thing, we got to give a shout out to Gorillo, because I'm pretty sure One of his beats hit a million views recently, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey,
Hit a million
we
views.
gotta
like,
toast to that.
That's a big accomplishment, right?
Toast to that,
man.
bro.
Can I get
A million views.
Migo?
Yeah.
I read the Far From Sober juice.
Yeah, the Casa
Throw
Farm
one.
Sober.
Yeah. Nah, it's a crazy milestone though, because it's like, it's all organic, bro. Like, and I really mean this with the illest sincerity, bro. Like, I'm talking about like this is like backyard shit. This is like, you know what I mean? Like, literally, this is like on the block shit. You know what I mean? As far as the production goes and the instrumentation and everything. You know what I mean? Like, as far not to cut you off, but like as far as like us creating it, it's crazy. It's just crazy how it happened, bro. It's, you know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of like you didn't expect it to do what it did, and when it did, you still didn't believe it. I still didn't believe it, bro. I still, to this day, I still, you know what I mean? I still look back and I'm like, how?
What was your people's like initial reaction when they saw that 1 million number, or like your family, if anything?
Even before the million, because you guys had the summer on lock.
That's fact.
Everyone was playing that song.
Yeah.
I
wasn't even here when that happened, bro. Like I'm originally from Pennsylvania, so I was out in PA visiting family and shit. I swear to God. And like, yo, like, I just kept refreshing the page, bro. The numbers that it was doing was like unreal. You know what I mean? Like, because I remember when I was working on it was started off with the South Side of Prov song. I remember working on that beat, and I was sitting there alongside Deuce, and I was like, yo, you gotta do something for like, you know, for the community, you know what I mean? Da da da. At first he wasn't, you know what I mean, because having the background that we have, it's like, you know what I mean, it's not really like, you know what I'm saying, it's not kid friendly, you know, it's not like community shit. And I'm like, bro, like, you gotta stand out, you know what I mean, as far as the community goes. Just, you have to do something for the people, you know what I mean? Like, but, bro, to see those numbers, like, gyrate the way that they did, bro, like, bro, I was like, holy shit, bro. You know what I mean? I didn't believe it. I was like, yo, is this really happening right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, when the numbers caught up, when it finally caught up to me, bro, I was like, yo, like, I still couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, bro, it's literally hard work, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not really like a big accomplishment, but from where we're from, and as small as this state is, bro, it's yeah, bro. It's like, it's you know what I mean? It's something crazy, bro.
I got a
like,
question. So, shout out to the pushers and peddlers. How the fuck you get in contact with them?
wow, the story, the story's crazy. I'm glad you asked though. For real, like, that's crazy, bro. Like, so, alright, so I was born in New York, right? Boom, lived in New York for a little bit, moved to PA, you know what I'm saying? Moved out here, moved back to PA, moved back here again, right? On that last move, you know what I mean? I was doing my last year in high school, you know what I mean? So, you know, I made friends or whatever the fuck. I still haven't met the guys, right? So what ended up happening was I ended up joining the military. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, at the end, like literally right after high school, fresh. You know what I mean? Like fresh. You know what I mean? Just into the military, boom. And I was still making beats. You know, I had been making beats since I was like 12 years old. You know what I mean? Like I learned the art by watching, like, you know what I mean? Like I looked up to Lex Luger. You know what I'm saying? Mostly Lex Luger. You know what I mean? Scott Storch. You know what I mean? Like all those guys. Like those are really big influences. And like so what ended up happening was like I was so obsessive with producing that when I went into the military, you know what I mean, I was trying to like find connections. But to be completely honest with you guys, like I didn't really know where to look for the connections, you know what I mean? So, you know, you just talk to people, you know what I mean? People say, oh yeah, you know, I have a cousin that makes music, this and that. So what happened, bro, was like after I got out of the military, first of all, I was making beats. Like I used all that money, bro, to get a computer. Like I bought a computer, bro, with all the money that I made. You know what I mean? Like fuck clothes, fuck, you know what I mean?
Medication.
Yeah, like I was like, nah, I need a computer. You know what I mean? Because the computer I originally had was like a gift from my father. You know what I mean? Like, he was like, yo, like I'm not using this, use it for whatever. And you know what I mean? We're probably gonna get to how I started producing. You know what I mean? But that's besides the point right now. But I remember I spent all my I have a video. Actually, I still have the video. You know what I mean? of when I bought the computer, and like everybody was like, "Oh shit," you know, because it's an expensive computer,
You
bought
bought like a laptop, or you actually bought like actual monitor?
No, it was a laptop.
What was your first computer?
It was a Toshiba.
Wow.
It was, and then the second one was a Toshiba, which is like more like upgraded.
So you was a PC guy.
Yeah, like it's. I mean, you know, like I didn't want to get a Mac. Like I felt like Mac is like. I didn't really understand it. It was kind of intimidating. You know what I mean? Like I had been around them, but it's just like it's really intimidating. But when I got the laptop, bro, I was just making beats obsessively. When they would give us downtime, you know what I mean? Like I would just be in there like fucking with it and fucking with it and fucking with it and fucking with it. Just building on that obsession, you know what I mean? That like, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like how like Jordan, you know what I mean? Like how when he got cut from the team, you know what I mean? He was just like, nah, fuck that. Like, I'm not settling for this, bro. Like I'm never again, bro. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to go back and be on the same shit, you know what I mean? And not like, you know what I mean? Cause you know, a lot of people have dreams, but we don't really like chase it, you know what I mean? We talk about it. It's always fun to talk about, you know what I mean? But to really do it is crazy. But I got back from the military, you know what I mean? And, you know, stuff wasn't working out at home. You know, I was arguing with my mother. You know what I mean? And I love my mom. Now I have a better relationship with her now than I did back then. And what ended up happening, bro, she eventually kicked me out because it's like, you know, I'm young, bro. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, fuck, this is not what I want to do. You know what I mean? She's like, oh, you gotta go to school. You gotta do our shit. I was like, I don't want to go to school. I've known since I was a kid that I didn't want to go to school.
I had that same argument with my parents too, bro.
Yeah, and bro, and my mom was like, all right, you don't want to go by my rules? You don't want to do what I want to do? You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here. I was like, you know what? That was the greatest thing my mom ever did for me. Shout out my mom. First of all, I love you, Ma. You know what I mean? Thank you, because if you didn't do that, I probably wouldn't be sitting in front of you guys right now. Like, literally, if she didn't throw me out the nest, bro, I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you guys talking. You know what I mean?
She opened up your vision and everything, right?
Literally, bro, because I was forced to fend for me. So what ended up happening was I was on the street for a little bit. It wasn't that long. It was like a couple weeks. You know what I mean? It's just backpacking. It was in the summertime, so it worked out. You know what I mean? It wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't nothing crazy. But I had this one friend, you know what I mean? Thank God. Like I said, everything lines up, you know, like universally. Like I had this one friend, his name is Julio. That's my boy. You know what I mean?
To Julio right there.
Yeah, my boy, yo, he's a real one. He opened the doors to his house for me, and that's something that I could never, no matter what I do, I could never repay that back right now, ever. But, you know what I mean? Like, I try to make the best of the situation as best as I could. I was also working in his house meticulously on beats, and, you know what I mean? I was just like, bro, I need to elevate. I need to be better. You know what I mean? I can't be in a situation. I need to get the fuck out of here, bro. You know what I mean? I need to be great. I want to be great. You know what I mean? I didn't fully embrace my greatness. You know what I mean? I wasn't really there fully because I didn't really understand adulting. You know what I mean? So what happened was he has an older brother. You know what I mean? His name is Kevin. You know what I mean? He's a really really good friend of mine. Really close friend. I consider him a brother when we're not arguing. You know what I mean? But like, but yeah, like. He actually put me onto them, you know what I mean? Because he noticed, you know, the drive in me. He's like, you know, bro, like I know a group of guys, you know what I mean? That, you know, they make music. They're not really taking it as serious, bro. But I feel like you'll be able to inspire them to a certain degree to want to actually try and achieve something, you know? So it was a shot in the dark at first. So I ended up meeting with Jose, and you guys know him as Zay, you know what I mean? Joselito. You know what I mean? And that's another one of my brothers. You know what I mean? Like, literally my mud brother, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really have too much. You know what I mean? I was broke, bro. You know what I mean? I had money. I was still drilling, you know what I mean? Because my contract changed. So I started doing the National Guard thing. You know what I mean? So I was doing that part-time. And I was getting a little bit of money from that, you know what I mean? Enough to pay my phone bill, get a meal here and there, you know what I mean? Have a little fun, you know what I mean? But it wasn't really anything to live off of. But I remember Zay, you know what I mean? He showed me, he was the first one to show me love, first one to come through. First one to really look me in the eyes and say, yo, you got something here, bro. Like, I'm going to chat it up with the guys and see, you know what I mean, what they want to do next, you know what I mean? And I remember, like, it was like this feeling of, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, this could work, this could not work. You know what I mean? It's like that doubtful voice in my mind talking. But I didn't fully embrace it. But what ended up happening after that meeting is like magic, bro. Like there's no other way to describe it because everything started to fall into place. Felt like everything was like pocketed, you know what I mean? It was like working for me, you know what I mean? And around that time, like I said, like, you know, I didn't really have my family or nothing like that. So these guys, you know what I mean? They were my family. You know what I mean? Like these guys had my back. Like, you know what I mean? They used to like take care of me. They used to give me game. You know what I mean? I would sit there and make beats with niggas. You know what I mean? And like, I'm sorry, I forgot I can't curse.
It's all good.
You're good.
It's good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Let it
it.
out. Yeah.
I cursed like 2 seconds into the podcast. Like.
Yo, so like, I used to sit there, bro, at the computer, right? And I just remember, bro, in that trap, because it was literally a trap. Like, I seen like crazy shit there. You know what I mean? Just crazy shit. You know what I mean? But I used to sit there, bro, and I used to take in the environment. I remember, and it was just like this air of like, it's like a brotherhood. You know what I mean? Like, and the place belonged to a good friend of mine. He's unfortunately gone. You know what I mean? But rest in peace, my boy Gene. You know what I mean?
Rest
in peace.
Yo, we actually used to listen to him. It's
Bro,
crazy.
we used to bump. Yo,
He was actually low key my favorite artist.
nigga straight angle like peace, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Gene. Bro, that man, I'm telling you, God rest his soul, bro. He's like, it's just crazy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, another one, he opened up the doors for me, you know what I mean? He let me be myself, you know what I mean? He was really like, yo, bro, like, you're good, don't worry, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't worry about nothing, bro. I got you. Don't worry. You hungry, bro? You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, just crazy shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's something that I use to inspire me as well. You know what I mean? Because he's always with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I unfortunately didn't have the pleasure to meet one of the originators of Pushes and Peddlers, which is Aunt Hendrix. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have the pleasure. And like I said, the universe does everything for a reason, bro. You know what I mean? And shout out to Aunt too. Aunt Hendrix, you know what I mean? Without you, that's one of the pioneers, bro. You know what I mean? Without him, you know, there really wouldn't be a Pushes and Peddlers because the guys always used to tell me stories, bro, how they used to be inspired by him and how, you know, they really looked up to him and stuff. And as far as I go, you know, I'm the youngest one there. So these guys are like my big brothers, you know what I mean? So I'm looking at them like whatever they're saying is like, you know, God's talking to me or like, you know what I mean? It's like a bunch of father figures, you know what I mean? And they always talk highly of him, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And you can't help but hear the regret and the sadness, you know what I mean, of losing, you know what I mean, a person of such high regard, you know what I'm saying, in their life when they speak to me about it and stuff, you know what I mean? And like I said, that's also, I gyrate, you know, and I generate a lot of inspiration from that too, because I feel like I can feel their pain, you know, I'm very empathic, you know what I mean? Like, I can feel that hurt, you know what I mean? But, excuse me. But like I said, bro, like, we should just sit there in the trap and I used to just cook up. People would walk in and walk out. Started getting to a certain point where people would sit. There would be crowds up there. You know what I mean? There would be crowds of people. You know what I mean? Just up there and fucking, you know what I mean? Just like waiting to hear something new.
Wow.
I swear to God.
That's fire.
They would sit, bro, like literally the way that it was set up was like, there was a couch here, there's a couch over here. You know what I mean? And like, there's people like, talking about like, oh, you know, it's like this, like, oh shit, play that again. You know what I mean? And I would just sit there and like intricately make the beat, and it would just be like I'd be DJing it. And, you know what I mean? Like,
They set the vibes and stuff.
literally, bro. I feel like
Wow.
it was just like an amazing experience. I was going through a lot of shit, bro. Like, to be honest, I was like at that point, bro. Like, I was like starving, bro, going through crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like yeah, you know, people looked out for me, but there's only so much a person could do for you in their own situation. You know, something that I never held against against them, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's going through their own pain in life, you know what I mean? And me, like I said, I just take all that and I just put that into the music, you know what I mean? And like, I remember when we were making Southside of Prov, you know what I mean? I had first met Deuce. I originally gave Deuce the beat for Crabs, you know what I mean? Which is, if you guys don't know, is a spinoff to like Scarface, you know what I mean? So it's like just based
I
off
remember
of.
that song. That song
I fuck with that song, but like I did not know that it was like a thing from that, bro. That's fine.
It was, yeah, I drew inspiration from Scarface because as a kid, bro, me and my brothers, we would sit in our room, you know, after playing like GTA or something, and like we'd be bored. You guys know the multiplayer on GTA? You go to a little spot, you play multiplayer. After we would have like a session of that shit, you know what I mean? Like, just be like, all right, we're bored. Just throw on Scarface and watch Scarface over and over and over and over
My question
and
is,
over.
where did you get the sample from? Like, what part was it that you was like, damn, I think I got an idea from this?
I actually didn't sample it at all. I actually played it just off of, you know what I mean, off of like feeling, you know, off of memory. I've watched that movie so many times.
So you pretty much like remade it in like your own vision.
Basically, like if I was
fire.
living the movie, you know what I mean? In the movie, bro, that movie is just it. It's just like what's more hood than Scarface? You know what I mean? What's more inspirational than that story of, you know what I mean, of coming up, like, you know what I mean, the way that he did and everything. It's like it's any person from the hood, bro, can relate to that story. You know what I mean? And like what happened, bro, was like when I was making the beat, I was like, yo, like I love this movie so much. I need to show these people how much I love this movie. You know what I mean? How much I appreciate this movie, right? And like somewhere in between me making the beat, I kind of like stopped. You know what I mean? And like within me making the beat, excuse me, within me making the beat, you know what I mean? Within me making the beat, like, I'm sorry for that. I stopped and I just like let the loop just do its thing. Fast forward a couple years, because the beat was an old beat, you know what I mean? Fast forward a couple years, that's when I met Deuce and that was the first beat I gave him. You know, I actually remade the beat on the spot with him sitting right next to me.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Remade the whole fucking beat just off of the vibes, bro, because you give me good vibes, bro, I'm gonna turn it into something amazing. You know what I mean? And Deuce's work ethic is something I always admired about him, bro. Always. It didn't matter what we were doing. He was on his phone writing, you know what I mean? He was just coming up with ideas and shit, you know what I mean? Like, it's really inspirational. You know what I mean? That part of my life, like I said, I was going through a lot of shit, but you know what I mean? When life gives you lemons, bro, you make one hell of a lemonade. You know what I mean? And that's what the fuck. I forgot.
No, you good. You good,
bro. Cook.
I forgot that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, bro, it's just know, like, it was just like one of the greatest. Like, that memory lives on in my mind, bro, and it just will never cease to like surprise me, bro. Just looking back. You know what I mean? Like, there's just so much, like, energy there, so much, like, charisma and talent and all this crazy stuff and inspiration, bro. You know what I mean? And I feel like, as far as Providence goes, bro, like, I'm not from here. You know what I mean? But I feel like just with that, like, there's people making music. There's a lot of talented people out here. But just with that little bit of history, bro, it started a whole renaissance. You know what I mean? People really started believing that they could like make music, like, but really make music. You know what I mean? Because we didn't just make something that was like, oh, you could just press play and enjoy it. We made like a lifestyle. We made you listen to a lifestyle. We made you listen to a story. You know what I mean? And it really connected to people's soul, because that's where I draw my inspiration from. It's from my soul, myself, my you know, my being. You know what I mean? And like, you guys, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure you guys remember when Southside of Prov came out, it was just a big surprise. It was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It came out of left field. It was crazy because everyone was listening. You had little kids. I remember at the time I was working at like a summer camp type of thing. And I would hear like these like 13-year-old kids talking about the song. Talking about, you know Jay Deuce, you know Pushers and Peddlers, and I'll be like, yeah, like, you know, I grew up with them. Like, they thought like you guys were like
rock stars.
like rock, like you guys were like Drake to these kids,
bro. Because it's just like I said, bro. It was just so organic, bro. It wasn't like, yo, we're gonna be famous off of this. It was not. It was not that, bro. You know what I mean? It was more like, yo, let's go to the studio. He said, yeah, we're not doing nothing. We might as well go. You know what I mean? Like, when we would get there, I remember working with Slick. Slick is a shout out my boy Mike Slick. You know what I mean? Couldn't have done it without you, my brother. You know what I mean? He's another inspiration to me, bro. He made me really want to chase the engineering side of music. Because I just knew the production, you know, I knew how to record myself a little bit, but I really didn't understand the art of engineering, you know. And Slick, you know, Slick is an open book. Like, if he can help you, he will help. I remember this is why, you know, I hold people so near and dear to me. I remember the first day that I was in the studio, or the first night, Slick's like, yeah, I got all these plugins if you want. You know, I could give them to you, you know what I mean?
Wow.
He just gave them to me. He just literally gave them to me, bro.
Just off the love?
Just off the love, bro. Like, he's seen what I was trying to do. He's seen the drive in me. He's seen how much I love this shit. And he was like, yo, bro, like, I have all this shit that I could give you, bro. If you want me, I could just give it to you. You got a hard drive or something? I could just give it to you. I have my laptop in my backpack. I remember I used to be up and down my laptop because you never know the moment that a situation for you to produce or make something great would arise. So I would always carry my laptop in my backpack, bro. Always. You could ask them, bro. You could ask Slick. Like, Slick will tell you. I would sit right next to Slick. Everybody would be in the back, you know what I mean, jamming out to the music, smoking to the music, eating or whatever, talking to bitches or whatever the fuck they were doing. You know what I mean? But I'd be sitting right next to Slick, and Slick would just be like, oh, I'd be like, yo, Slick, I think you should put like a filter here or something like that, or like just make it sound like this right here. And all those inflections in the music that you guys hear and the, you know what I mean, the changes and the transitions is that chemistry. You know what I mean? Because music is a collaborative process, bro. The most beautiful art, bro, when it comes to music is when a bunch of people work together. You know what I mean? That's when you make the most beautiful things. But it's a genuine connection. Is seeing the goal. You know what I mean? As many, but just as one. You know what I mean? Like one eye. Many eyes, but just one vision. You know what I mean? One goal in mind. But the energy in that room was so fucking dope, bro. It's like you would have thought that you could conquer the world. Wow. In that room. You would have thought that it was just you guys in that room. You would have just, you know what I mean? You couldn't help but want to look forward to the next session. You know what I mean? And Slick is one of those guys, bro, you know what I mean, that he'll really try to get down to what you're trying to tell him. You know what I mean? He wouldn't just be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I don't know what you're saying. I'm going to just do my thing and get my money. Nah, this man really sits there, bro, and he really breaks it down, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he'll do chops in the beat, you know what I mean? Like, he'll have time and he'll do all this crazy shit. And I'm just sitting there in awe. Like, I've never engineered. I was like, yo, this guy's a beast, bro. Like, he's you know what I mean? Like, it's insane, bro. It's insane. There's no other words, bro, you know what I mean? It's just me at that age. Like, I'm 19 years old, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm not really a street kid. I was raised in the street, but I'm not a street kid. You know what I mean? I don't really understand the lingo or none of that shit. I could communicate, but I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm a producer, bro. You know what I mean? That's what I see myself doing. That's, you know what I mean? It's what I'm about. You know what I mean? Like, that's my art. You know what I mean? And when Slick used to like break down like a track or something, or there'll be a part of a beat where he would just chop it up and bro, just make it sound fucking fire, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? The same reactions you guys were getting, I'm pretty sure just listening to it privately is the same reactions we were getting when we were in the studio. Wow. And, you know, like this man, like I'm telling you, bro, like I'm not even like trying to hype it up. Like, it's just like he knew what he could do with what we were giving him before we even knew.
That's crazy.
You feel me? And it's just like, it's insane, bro. You know what I mean? To look back right now, 27, you know what I mean, to 19 years old, and to have gone through what I've gone through, bro, and just look back at the experience, bro. It's I would want anybody to go through that. It's like one of the most beautiful parts of my life. You know what I mean? As far as living goes. You know what I mean? Some people think living is some crazy shit, bro. I feel like living is creating, bro. You know what I mean? You don't feel more alive than that moment when you put some shit together and you're looking at it or listening to it, and it's just like, yo, I made that. You know what I'm saying? It's just insane. You know what I mean? It's just like this, like, fulfilling moment. To me, there's nothing more fulfilling than setting your eye on something that you want to do and accomplishing it. And just looking back, you know what I mean? And like, yo, I did that. You know what I mean? To some people, they may just be like, oh, this is just producing. You're just making beats, you know, whatever. Bro, but to me, that was everything, bro. That shit was everything, bro. Those moments, bro, are the moments that I take with me in anytime I face adversity, bro, that's where I go in my soul, bro. That's where I go, because at that moment, I felt like I could take over the fucking world, bro. I felt like I could just, like, you know what I mean? I felt like at peace. I felt like at war with the world, at peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like this resonance, bro, of just like positivity and fucking creativity. It's just like the perfect blend of like being alive, bro. Like, you know, you know what I mean? Like, you feel the air in your lungs, bro. Like, it's just like, it's crazy, bro. Like, just creating alongside other people who also have the same vision you do. You know what I mean? There's nothing more real than that, bro. There's nothing more real than that. It's like, it's the only time everybody's on a syncopated rhythm, bro, as far as the heart goes. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane. And it's just like I said, bro, like, you know, a lot of people have been making music out here, but we weren't making music, bro. We were making life. You know what I'm saying? We was recreating life through the sonics.
Let's take a toast to that, because
you know
you guys started that movement.
Yo,
Cheers.
you know what's wild?
Cheers to y'all.
Back
Not
in
one.
like probably 2014, 2015, yeah, I used to like go on YouTube. This was I was kind of like really into music, and I used to watch like Zaytoven, Metro Boomin, and A-Rap music. I used to watch them like make beats. Like, yeah, I used to be like really interested in that, but I never pursued that career. I don't know why, but I never did. But I always enjoyed. Like, I always wanted to be in a studio session and actually watch somebody make a beat and like scratch. You feel me? So that's crazy. So like a question I wanted to ask you, like, while you were speaking, what was like the longest you've been in the studio? Like
I live in the studio, bro.
Like, you just like always there, like 24/7.
Bro, I live in the studio.
That's crazy. Yo. Like,
No, like like literally live there.
So when you wake up, the first thing on your mind is like,
It's music.
I bet, like, I gotta make a beat. Do you make a beats, like, your beat selections, like, does it based off, like, the artist, or just based off whatever you're feeling that day?
That's a good question. And I always bump heads with people when it comes to that.
I can tell, like, I know artists is probably gonna, like, you know.
You know what I love about music, bro?
Yeah.
Music is like the frequencies, is like creation, right? It's like being able to hold what life means to me in my hand and being able to control it and manipulate it with instruments, you know what I mean, to make the picture, right? So anytime I work with an artist, you know what I mean, not that it's something crazy, but it is crazy. But anytime I work with an artist, right, it's not me that's there. You know what I mean? I become the artist that I'm working with. Trans and the whole fucking, you know, homosexual thing and all this great, because this is a big topic, bro. This is a really big topic. We have our kids, right? Like, I have a son, bro, and I always feared that, but I had to stop and question, why am I feeling fear when that person has nothing to do with my kid? I understand that they can influence my child, but at the end of the day, my child is entitled to live his life however the fuck he wants. The only thing that kid is entitled to is to my love as a parent. That's the only thing my kid is entitled to. If he chooses to do whatever the fuck he wants to do, that's on him. That has nothing to do with me. Why is that bothering me? You know what I'm saying? You have to really think, like, when it comes to people, especially now, in the light now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially now, 2023, that we just got out of 2022. People kill themselves. Somebody takes their own life. Like, you gotta understand, bro. Like, it could be you. Nobody puts themselves in other people's shoes. You feel me? Nobody sits and is like, damn, they're coming at this person. You know what I mean? Because he has the balls to be himself. You know what I mean? They're hurting this person. You know what I mean? You know how painful it is, bro, to watch somebody suffer, bro? And for you to go along with the crowd? You know what I'm saying?
That's the worst.
Bro, in the Bible it says, you know what I'm saying? Not to quote the Bible, but the Bible has some fire-ass verses in it that pertain to life a lot. And there's one verse that sticks out to me a lot, and it says, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. You feel me? I'm going to say it again. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Meaning, let the first motherfucker who hasn't done something wrong in his life throw the first rock. Nobody is entitled to cast stones. We're all fuck-ups. We all are. We're not fucking perfect. You know what I'm saying? We're not fucking, we're not God. We're made in the image of God. We were created. You feel me? We are not the creator. We were created. So why are you taking offense to something that has nothing to do with you? You feel me? Do you not have faith in your own parenting? Huh? Do you not have faith in your own love for your child? For your own guidance? That comes from the generational theft of confidence. And I'm pretty sure we've all been, the generational curse.
That's what I was gonna talk about too. Like back then, I feel like I grew up like, not to put my parents down, but you know they come from, you know, other generations that taught them like, yo, like, oh, being gay, right, all that shit, and like
that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? But me, as I grew up, at first I was like that. Not gonna lie, I was like that, like, oh, you're gay, oh, nah, well, for me. But then as I got older, I was like,
well, not to cut you off, right? Yeah. But this is something that I have to say. In the hood, you know what I'm saying, especially obviously where we're from, if anybody comes around with that energy, it makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah, of
course. You have to ask yourself, why are you getting uncomfortable? That person decides to do what they want to do with their body. That has nothing to do with me.
And you know what I mean? That's what I learned when I got older. I'm like, yo, that has nothing to do with me.
Well,
and then I actually, you actually talk to a person and you like, bro, they're just like us. It don't matter.
Yeah, well, it's not even, that's the whole thing, because it becomes a stigma. It's like you're saying, right? It's like, oh, they're just like us. You should even have to say that about another human being. Just because you see him eating sushi and I'm over here eating Chinese food, you're not going to be like, oh, well, you know, it's food. You know what I mean? You're creating a stigma, bro. You're putting a label. Let that person do whatever the fuck they want. You know what I'm saying? Let them do whatever they want to do. That has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with me. You want to do what you want to do it. Live your life. Be free. You were given that body to do whatever you want. If you want to go jump off a bridge, go ahead. You know what I mean? If you want to fucking shoot yourself in the head, go ahead. Yeah, if you want to drink Migos or whatever it is, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Under the right circumstances, though. You're not going to go and jump off a bridge.
Yeah, but I think that's generational trauma. Like, even with the hood, like back in the day, like, you couldn't be open. Mm-hmm. Like, let's say if you was gay, you couldn't come out and say you were gay. Mm-hmm. Right. So...
well, this is the thing. It's like
mad childish.
No, but like...
well, not like, guys. Like,
mad childish.
You know what I mean? None of us in here are homosexual, bro. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. If one of us was, you know what I mean? Would that make you less of a human being?
No, I don't
know. Absolutely not.
Would that make you less of my brother?
No.
Would that mean that I hurt more than you?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Would that mean that I'm better than you?
Negative.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like the world, right? As far as like the decades go by, it's like we're getting over a fight. And we could correlate this with our families. There's things that has happened in our family that sometimes when we bring it up, it makes the room awkward. You know what I mean? And it's going to take years to mend that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take years for us to get over that. But until we really come collectively as a whole and accept people for who the fuck they are and realize that their situation and their decisions have nothing to do with us. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing. And at the end of the day, you can't sit there, bro, and look at another person, bro, and judge. Who are you? You aren't anybody. You know what I'm saying? You can't judge anybody. You have your own problems to worry about, to be worried about another person's decisions. Once those decisions cross your line of being, I understand. But even then, you feel me? Look at all these mass shootings that are happening, right? Is that because they were bad parents? Nah, their kids were just, that's what they chose to do. It's fucked up. That's the reality of it, bro. But that's what they chose to do. Within the powers that they were given, bro, as an entity, as a person. That's what they chose to do. You feel me?
You don't feel like, not to cut you off, you don't feel like, for example, like you're talking about mass shootings, you know, somebody going into school, you know, shooting up. Do you don't feel like they get influenced by something?
No, well, that's the thing. We always try to find out what it is.
Yeah.
Some people aren't just like, yo, that kid was fucked up. Some people are just fucked up, bro.
Yeah, but a lot of times
there's trauma involved.
There's trauma. Like we talked about it last pod when we was talking about girls with OnlyFans. You just don't get up and say, "Oh, I want to fucking sell my pussy." Nah, a lot of times it's trauma that.
This is a good topic. This is a really good topic.
It's trauma that stems from that.
Well, not always.
Like, you don't get up one day and say, "I want to fucking shoot up a school." A lot of, if you really look deep into like these school shootings, a lot of times it comes from the household. Like the child felt neglected since birth, or like they had like an abusive parent. They seen abusiveness in their household.
And not even just that, but like even the schools, like the kids around them they're bullying them. They're getting shunned by society and like other people not knowing because other people are so institutionalized within their own like form of they're so institutionalized by like their own form of like in their own world that when they see something different, they either get angry because they don't know about it or they don't understand it, and that causes the trauma.
You want to know what that is? That's an unacceptance of the same thing that I was talking about. People are more worried about somebody else than their own self. Until being yourself becomes cool, we're gonna keep seeing all this bullshit repeat and repeat and repeat. You feel me? Because everybody wants to be like somebody else. Nobody wants to be themselves. Nobody wants to be, oh, well, I'm 5'3". You know what I'm saying? I'll never make it to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? You say, I want to go to the NBA. Somebody's going to be like, nigga, you short as fuck. You ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, you know what, bro? Like, maybe, like, you know, maybe you should be like a fucking poker player or some shit. You know what I mean? Because the approach to the truth is the problem in society.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, how you were saying with the bullying, kids are not wrong for bullying each other. They're just being honest. You know what I mean? But they're being honest in the wrong light. That's when the parents come in. You know what I mean? And that's with the respect. You know what I'm saying? That they show their kid. You know what I mean? Sometimes, but here's the most fucked up part. Free will is also a thing, guys. You know what I mean? If your child wants to fucking steal a car and crash it into the bank, you can't fucking stop him. You're not going to be with him 24/7, bro. You know what I mean? You got to let that kid do what he wants. You can only hope that your kid turns out to be a model fucking citizen. You can't fucking like, oh yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he's not going to do that. Bro, like, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You really don't know. And in the hood, like, let's be honest, bro, because this is where most of the problems are. You know what I mean? I love the hood. You know what I'm saying? I wish America was more like the hood than how it is societally, like, you know what I'm saying, with all the negativity, bro. That's and oppression and shit. Because it's like because it's people poke fun at even in movies. Come on, guys, let's not act like this isn't true. Certain things are funny in movies that shouldn't be funny. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's funny because it's the truth. You know what I mean? It's stigmatized. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, that's a stereotype. That's funny because it's true. Oh yeah, that does what happened. That is what happens. If we was to pull up SNL skit or some shit, there's a lot of controversial shit in those skits that they make us accept. Yeah. And like I'm not gonna tell you this. Like I said, bro, I'm gonna be honest, right? If I'm watching something, I'm gonna laugh, but I don't know where the laughter is coming from. You feel me? It wasn't until I started to observe, you know what I'm saying, and to see what it really is.
The laughter's coming from pain.
Exactly. And what we do is we get into a circle, us as a society, we get into a circle, and the kumbaya that we sing is like, oh, you know, this shit sucks. Yeah, it sucks for you too, right? Oh, shit, we could be friends just because it sucks for you too. Instead of being like, you know what, bro, it sucks for you and it sucks for me, let's see what we could do to change that. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself so I could be myself. You know what I mean? I want you to be great so I could be great too. So we could exist in the same space. But that's not what happens, bro. What happens in society is like, oh, you want to be great? Look at this motherfucker trying to be great. The fuck? You know what I mean? I have bills to pay and shit. You know what I mean? I have all this shit to do. This guy's over here trying to be better than himself. He thinks he could be amazing. Bro, that's your right as a human. Fuck a human being. As a soul. You feel me? Your soul, bro. You're entitled to that. You are entitled to that. You're entitled to greatness. You're entitled to follow your purpose. Regardless of what people are saying you, regardless if you're gay, straight, black, white, Chinese, a triangle, square, whatever the fuck you are. Whatever the fuck you identify as. You're entitled to be great. It's your purpose. It's within your purpose in finding that. Motherfuckers will try to shoot you down. Even when, look at all these successful celebrities and all this crazy. Motherfuckers try to shoot them down every day. Every day, bro. Let's be honest, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys see headlines and all this crazy shit. Oh, this motherfucker does this. This motherfucker did this. It's like, okay, well, how are you making us feel, the public, who look up to these people? How are you making the kids feel in the hood who look up to these people? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that believe in these people and that believe that they could be just as great as this person. How are you making these kids feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to quote Michael Jackson just because I'm the stigma, but Michael Jackson said, the kids are our future, and he's not fucking lying. You know what I'm saying? What you teach your kids is what they're going to grow into being mentally, energetically, you know what I'm saying? Stereotypically. That's what they're going to grow up into being if that's what you find funny. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you find serious. If that's what you find any type of way. And that's the part that bothers me, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I have a kid. Like I said, my kid is free to be whoever the fuck he wants to be. Who the fuck am I? I know I'm his father. You know what I mean? I know he was swimming in my balls and whatever the fuck. But who am I to be like, nah, you gotta be like this, bro. You gotta be like that. I'm like, bro, I can only hope for you to be like that. Either way, that doesn't stop me from loving you, bro. You will always have my love, no matter what you choose to fucking do with yourself or your life or whatever you do. You can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna love you.
And that's why we have to break these generational curses. It's not for us. It's for our kids.
Exactly. We're here to love. Like, I seen this Kendrick Lamar interview, and he said, he's like, when are we gonna fucking realize, bro, that we're here to love? Bro, everything else you could throw it out the window. Bro, if love don't exist, life don't exist. Cause somebody gotta get along with somebody for this shit to work. You feel me? Somebody has to, bro. You feel me? There will always be a bad guy. You know what I mean? But there has to be a bad guy, bro. You know what I mean? There has to be. You know what I mean? If the world was perfect, we wouldn't want to live in it. What's life without problems, bro? It's not worth living. What's life without suffering, bro?
Same thing.
You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to be rich if you wasn't poor? You feel me? Why wouldn't you want better for your family if you didn't have better when you had it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't you want better? That's the whole reason we're alive, bro. It's to find purpose. A lot of people, there's a lot of stereotypical shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is, as far as racist goes, wealth, all that crazy shit. We all label each other, bro. But who are we to label each other? You feel me? $1 billion isn't the most money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be a billionaire. That's not the most money. You know what I'm saying? Because wealth is an illusion. That's all an illusion. It's like a fake race. You know what I mean? Like, oh, here's a baton. The baton is worth something just because you pass it to the next motherfucker, bro. And that's how you win a race. You have to pass that baton on so the other motherfucker gets to the other fuck. It's like that. But the baton doesn't mean shit because once the race is over, what the fuck? What does the baton mean? Nothing.
Throw that shit out.
It doesn't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Money, materials, all that crazy shit, it isn't worth it. You need it because society has set stepping stones that way, and the stairs of growth as far as wealth goes, it's been set up that way. But bro, you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? If you want it, you can obviously attain it. I believe in that. You could do whatever the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want. We see it every day. You know what I'm saying? Kids hug each other. Kids go and shoot schools up. You know what I'm saying? Kids go and fuck each other. They do whatever the fuck they want. You know what I'm saying? But who are you to be like, oh, you shouldn't do that? You feel me? You shouldn't be doing that. We all know right from wrong. But you got to forget that free will and the ability to be yourself is also involved within you being free. You know what I'm saying? Within you being yourself. What really matters, bro, is love. That's all that matters. If love was cool, we wouldn't have half this shit happen. It would still happen. I'm not going to lie to you. It would still happen. You know what I'm saying? But if we had love, it would happen a lot less, bro. You feel me? It would happen a lot fucking less. You know what I mean? Because love is not cool. Let's be honest. Love is not cool. That shit is not cool. Listen to the music nowadays. Listen to the not to cut you off, but listen to the frequencies that these songs are being made. And I'm a producer, bro. I feel all those frequencies, bro. I'm just like, yo, this is not it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is being made to look like the bad guy. But who's the good guy? Can you tell me who the good guy is? No. You feel me? And that's one of the things that scares me the most. Not only as myself, but as a parent, bro. You know what I'm saying? As like, I have my kid. You know what I mean? And like, my kid is like my world. You know what I mean? Like, I do the best I can. The best I've been shown, bro. That I can do. And believe me, I know I can do better. You feel me? But our environment determines. Not all the time. Because you can have there's two types of mentalities, bro. There's the mentality to persevere, and there's the mentality to victimize yourself. And a lot of us choose the easy way out, which is to victimize ourselves. You know what I mean? We become victims in any situation. Oh, how can I victimize myself for this situation? How can I victimize myself for this and that and that? You know what I mean? And it's just like, you have to stop and look at the whole entire picture and be like, damn, how am I fucking my life up? Because I always want to blame it on everybody else. But how am I fucking my life up? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're here to evolve. You've been put in this plane of existence, bro, to evolve. You think you're here by coincidence? You're not. You were chosen. You got to understand that you were chosen, bro. I don't know if you guys know the biology of that, but you guys were chosen. That means that all your other brothers and sisters perished. Gone. That's a sacrifice. Gone. And you're going to choose in this life, in this existence, to not follow your purpose and follow what you want to do and believe in yourself. That's what you're going to choose to do. Instead of you actually going out there and be like, you know what, fuck this shit. I don't give a fuck if motherfuckers tell me I can't do this. I'm going to do it. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm going to fucking go out there and I'm going to do the best I can fucking do. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to fucking do it. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? A lot of motherfuckers choose to do the complete opposite, bro. Oh, you know, let me be a fucking normie. Let me be a goddamn sheep. Let me just fucking get in line with when the shepherd says, oh, come over here, come do this. Oh, come over here, bro. Stay right there. Don't move. Do like, breathe like this. Act like this. Don't be this. Don't be that. Don't eat this. Don't eat. I could do whatever the fuck I want. You want to know who stops me? Yes, the other motherfucker. No, the other motherfucker. When it comes to you stopping yourself, how can you stop yourself? How can you stop yourself? Think about that. In my mind, that's impossible. Like, how can I stop myself? It's impossible. You feel me? Like, this ain't like, you know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers get killed for what I'm talking about, but I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
But that's why we have to talk about it, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not afraid to be myself, bro. I don't give a fuck if I get judged. I don't care. I live through people, bro. Just as much as people live through me. Every interaction that I have with people, bro, is from the heart. It's from my soul. Because I could be you and you could be me. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
You never know what a person is going through, bro. No matter how you're looking at it. They could be rich, poor, middle class, whatever, nigga. You don't know what they're going through, bro. You don't know. So who are we to be like, oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. You gotta be like this. You gotta be like... You're not God, bro. You're not the universe. You're not the Matrix. You're not what it is, bro. You feel me? You're just a player. You didn't even design the game. So who are you to say that this should be what it is? You can't even patch the game, bro. You don't even know the code of the game. And you want to talk about it. You feel me? And that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Stop being afraid. And this is for everybody. Stop being afraid to be great. Stop being afraid to achieve more than what you've been told that you can achieve or what you've seen that you can achieve. This thing that we live, bro, this place that we're at is designed to destroy us if we let it. If we let it destroy us. If you sit there and you look at everything you've ever been through in your life, up until this moment that you're watching this, you should pat yourself on the fucking back. Because to make it this far is an achievement all on its own. And deserves an accolade all on its own. To make it this far. To be here in this moment, right now, as these seconds pass by. Motherfuckers in your life haven't even made it this far. People you've known have died before this point. So pat yourself on the back because you made it this far. But guess what? Are you going to stop living because you made it this far? Or are you going to keep going? Are you going to keep going?
That shit was deep, yo. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, that shit
yeah,
was.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, bro, like, everybody is designed in the image of God or the universe, right? I don't like using the word God. I like using the word the universe because it explains everything in one word. So one, you feel me? The one, you know what I'm saying, which is the universe. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Is responsible for every bad thing and good thing that's going to happen in your life. But guess who has control of it? You do. Even when you think you don't have control, bro, you're in full control.
Well, I have a question, but this is kind of off topic, but really on topic at the same time. You know, there's a theory. Do you believe in the Big Bang?
I don't believe in any of that.
You don't believe in any conspiracy?
I don't believe in none of that.
But how do you see the Big Bang though? Like,
I think that stuff is irrelevant because it's like, what? Okay, so let's say the Big Bang was real. What does it prove? Nothing.
it does prove something. In order for something to start, something has to blow up.
Well, I just want you to realize something real quick, and you guys can all realize this in the room, right? Out of nothing, listen to me, loud and clear. Out of nothing, we all know that right now, I can't make a fucking Lamborghini pop into that booth right now, out of nowhere. So how do you explain you being here out of nowhere? How do you explain that?
Yeah, but the Big Bang Theory doesn't really...
But it's a theory.
Yeah, but
you feel me?
But what the theory is basically saying is like something had to blow up for something to be made.
Says who?
But that's what it is. That's what the Big Bang Theory is.
That's what I'm saying. I understand.
It's an explosion that created Earth.
And they say that there's evidence because of whatever the fuck, black holes and all this crazy shit. But this is what I need you to understand. Has anybody ever been in a black hole?
No, but
okay. Wait.
If you see it as a metaphor, it's different though. See it as take it as yourself. All right. Let's say you went through hell, right? Let's say you went through a bad breakup, right? Mm-hmm. That was you at your lowest, but you came out of it and became a better person. Mm-hmm. Think of that. Think of the universe as that. Like the universe went through something bad, and then boom, Earth came out of nowhere. Something good came.
So I'm gonna just tell you one thing, right? In order for you to even correlate a breakup, you know what I mean? It would have to start from nothing, right? Mm-hmm. So even you have big bangs happening inside you all the time.
Yep.
So when you think of an idea, that's a big bang. Yep. You feel me? Boom. Boom. Mm-hmm. Oh shit, I just thought about that. Boom, out of nowhere.
Yep.
Where are these ideas coming from? Think about it. Where are they coming from? You're having big bangs in your mind all the time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That is a whole core, bro. You are the universe, bro. You are the Big Bang. You understand? Like, what I'm trying to tell you, bro, is like, You are in 100% knowing from not knowing. The fact that you don't know tells you everything. Doesn't everybody in this room have the same feeling of not knowing something? What is it that you think you don't know? What is it that you think you don't know? Everybody has that feeling that you don't know, right? Bro, that never goes away. What do you think that is?
What is it?
What do you think?
What do you think, bro?
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
Exactly, but out of nothing, there is something. And that's just an equation that we can never solve. No matter what, no matter if you were there to even hypothetically say that you saw the Big Bang, you will never solve that equation of not knowing. So why are you trying to know?
Because it's still a possibility. Just like as you as a producer,
I understand.
when you create a beat, it's basically like the Big Bang. It just
but that's you correlating it again to what I'm saying, which is nothing. Because even if I know, I still don't know that I don't know. But and it goes on forever, bro. It goes on forever.
But the possibility of it being possible is still there, because we're still.
Hey, but were you there? No.
But same thing. I wasn't there when you created your beat.
Is it created? Can you hear it?
I can't. Just like you can see the Earth, you can see the. If you have a telescope, you can see the universe.
Can you hear the beat?
Of course I can.
But can you hear the Big Bang?
I wasn't there. Just like I wasn't there when you made your beat.
But I can show you the beat right now.
Yeah, I can see the universe now.
But like that's what I'm saying. Can't you
You see?
You don't understand. You're not understanding what I'm saying. So it's a theory. I didn't theorize a beat. I didn't theorize this phone. I have the phone in my hand.
A theory is just a theory until it becomes reality.
No. A theory is like a what if this is what happened.
But once you prove it, it's a reality.
Bro, but what if I made this phone? The phone is here.
Okay.
Yep.
You feel that?
I can feel it.
You feel it, right? The Big Bang, nobody has it on video. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can measure it. Yeah, the universe is ever expanding. Says who? A bunch of numbers on a board. Another human being that was created from the hypothetical Big Bang wrote on the board and said, this is what it means. You know what I mean? You could obviously measure things in the universe, but that's just the code. But can you tell me where the code comes from that you're writing on the board? Can you tell me where the code comes from? It comes from nothing, and it's something that we're all familiar with, not knowing, right? That's where it comes from. As long as human beings exist on this plane, you know what I'm saying? Those questions will never be satiated, ever, bro. You will never get the answer. So you want to, yeah, go ahead, throw a bunch of theories on the board, bro. We could look at theories all day. It's like movies. We could watch a bunch of fucking hypothetical Marvel movies and all this crazy shit. Are they real? It's up to you. You get to decide. And you want to know what that's called? Free will. You feel me?
Yeah.
And where does free will come from? Nothing. Because before you were swimming in your dad's balls, you were nothing. You feel me? And out of nothing, something came to be. You understand? There's Big Bang theories all around here. If we really think about it, that light didn't exist. Now the light is here. This phone didn't exist. Now it's here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would love to see like you debate with a scientist. Like you know what I'm talking about? Like face to face, like with a scientist, they're how you call it, they're supposed to be like
like a board of scientists.
Like this, they're experts. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I would love to see a scientist face to face with you, and just debate.
Yeah, because that's why I did
talk.
Yeah,
I love playing devil's advocate. So I could not agree with something, but I'll still do it.
Bro, but do you understand that energy that you're using to say those things isn't even yours? You understand that? You're borrowing it because once you die,
you borrowed it from, sir?
Exactly, from nothing. From nothing.
From a Big Bang. It just appeared in my head.
From nothing, but think about it. It's from nothing. Think about it. For real, it's from nothing because when you die, what goes back to the earth? Your vessel. This shit. It goes back to the earth. But what doesn't go back to the earth? Your soul. And that's the word we use to explain the energy that you feel inside of you, which is like, oh man, I'm happy right now. I'm whatever the fuck. That, right? But your body that grabs food and puts it to your mouth, you know what I'm saying? Like with your hands. Because that's what this is. This is just an instrument. You know what I mean? Like if I want to eat, like I use my hand to grab shit and put it to my mouth to keep what alive? My brain. Like, this is like biology, bro. It's going to go back to the same shit. It's going to go back to nothing because that's where you started. And from which you came, you know what I'm saying? You shall be again. You feel me? And that's nothing. And let me just reiterate something again. Yeah. Do you guys have the feeling of not knowing something? Whatever it is. Yeah, you don't know. That is the answer to the universe. It's not knowing. You feel me? It's not until society says, oh, you don't know, you're dumb, that you're like, oh, I know. Let's put a number on it. I know. Go to school, learn how to work for the bank, you know what I'm saying, and rob them like that. There's a lot of ways to rob the bank, you know what I'm saying? Right? Am I lying? There's a lot of ways to make music. There's a lot of ways to do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But when are we going to stop depriving ourselves from what's our God-given right? And that's to be great. It's going to go back to that and loving yourself. Because, like I said, out of nothing, you are here, bro. You're standing in front of me. You weren't not here a couple years ago. Before you were born, you weren't here in the flesh. Talking, you was not here. Like, you got a kid. Yeah. I got a kid. He wasn't here. Now he is. Is that not God, bro? Is that not God? Like, what more proof do you need? What more proof do you need that the universe is a thing, bro? Is love, is creation. You know what I mean? It's to create. It's not all these things that they tell us it is. And you know what I mean? Like, they make us feel like we're not good enough. You know what I mean? But you can only feel like you're not good enough if you choose to believe you aren't. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, like, I have this situation, especially from people from the hood, right? Where they tell me, like, oh, you talk too much, right? Oh, you're talking too much. You're saying too much. Oh, why? Because I'm making you think? Mm-hmm. I'm making you feel something that they're against making you feel?
Or you're making them uncomfortable?
Exactly, because they're thinking. We have been trained to just do. Look at Nike. Just do it. You're not going to think about doing it first. Mm-hmm. You're just going to do it. Oh, damn, I could jump off. I could fly. Yeah, go jump off a building. You know what I mean? Let's see how far you can get. Just
and
do it.
That's where the low IQ and high IQ thing comes into play.
The slavery is slaves. We're all slaves. We're all slaves to the system. But you know how they keep us like enslaved? They make us go against each other. Yeah. You feel me? Oh, yeah, you're not here, buddy, so you don't really matter. Shut up. You know what I mean? You're not at this level. Shut up. You don't know shit. You don't got a PhD. Bro, you don't got to have any of that. Because all that shit turns into what? Into shit. Turns into dust. You feel me? It's going to go back into the earth, bro. You feel me? All that shit, all the materialistic shit goes right back to the earth. But what leaves? You can't go back into the earth, bro. Bro, because matter can't... This is a law, guys. Come on, you guys can look this shit up. Matter can't be created. That means you can't create it out of thin air. And you can't destroy it. So, like, what the fuck happens to it? If you can't, like, it's gonna live forever. And like, come on, guys. Let's get with the program here. What's the only thing that we've been taught since we were kids that is forever? The universe. God. Right? Bro, everything is gonna keep pointing you guys to that same direction. And it's gonna keep holding you back from your purpose until you realize that God will always be the answer. The universe is always the answer, bro. It always is. Peace is always the answer. Love is always the answer. Serenity is always the answer, bro.
You know what's crazy, too? The Bible doesn't even teach peace.
Exactly. Yeah. Because it's what? It's a whole bunch of records of shit that has happened in human history. But it's stories. How can you relate to it? If you see somebody kill somebody, right? And it wasn't in the Bible, you're going to be like, oh my God, what was that? You know what I mean? What was that? Some red stuff came out of him when he put that knife into him. What is that? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? What does the Bible teach? Sacrificing, fucking this nigga killed this nigga.
Genocide.
You know what I'm saying? Like, blasphemy, all this crazy shit. And I feel like the Bible, like, bro, don't quote me on this, bro, but like, I feel like the Bible has been a setup since it was first made. I feel like humanity is living out this script. Because that's what they're called. Are they not called scriptures?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What do actors follow?
Scripts.
Are we not a bunch of actors? You know what I'm saying? Just living out the scripts? We're living out these scriptures. What's in that fucking book? You know what I'm saying? What's in that book? Nothing but, like you said, genocide, murder, all this crazy shit. You know what I mean? That's like, that is not peace. It's not prosperity. It's not love. The only time they talk about love and prosperity is when they talk about who? God. You feel me? God. The all-knowing. The one. You know what I'm saying? The universe. You know
But what if
I'm saying?
you? But what
And
if
it's
you
crazy
take
because you guys have a fucking picture of the Last Supper, which literally explains every human situation in a picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do you need to live? Food and water, right? You can't have food and water by yourself, so you're gonna have it with a group of people.
Yeah.
In this picture, is Judas not in this picture? Did Judas not betray God for money? You feel me? Just to kill himself? Because he couldn't live with the guilt? But didn't Jesus come back to life? Wasn't he resurrected? So Judas died in vain because Jesus lives on and Judas doesn't. You feel me? It's all correlated, bro. But the thing is, we got to stop pretending that we're better than what we've been told, because there's been people who have been here first than us. The people in the past know more than we know right now. We may have more technology, but guess what technology is? It's just a way to kill each other faster.
You know what someone told me? And it made so much sense. They told me the past didn't know how to tell their stories the right way. So what they did was they wrote scriptures, they wrote Bibles, but the way they wrote it was metaphors.
Like rap.
So like if you read the Bible as if it was a metaphor, you would take life differently. If you read the Quran as if it was a metaphor, you would see life differently. Don't take what those stories say as this person. Take it as metaphorically.
Facts.
Don't live it too literal.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, what's your thoughts on this, bro?
This is a heavy topic.
Nah, well,
I know.
I hate to take it there, but you know what I mean?
nah,
Like,
well,
There's a lot, like you said a lot. That's what I want to know. I want to know his take, cause, like, on everything you've heard so far.
So, like, personally, like, I kind of agree to a certain extent, but it all comes down to, like, believing in yourself and manifesting controlling what you can control at the end of the day. Like you said, you're your own God or whatever, and you're responsible for what's around you and what you can physically control and create and touch. And, not coming off, and obviously just encouraging love, one thing that I've been adopting is like, preach love to other people instead of hate. Like, yeah, I'll joke around with a friend, but like, let's say you told me you wanted to be a rapper, I'll be like, go ahead, bro. Like, how can I help you? Like, I believe you can do that. Like, instead of like, oh, don't do that shit, bro. Like, I don't understand why you're doing that. Like, I believe in encouraging and, nurturing people into being who they believe they can be.
I hate to bring the bad stigma of like religion and stuff, bro, but the thing is, humanity, bro, we're on the brink of destruction, bro.
Yeah.
And we're being honest, like a country invaded another country, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like that whole shit with Ukraine and Russia.
It's
like,
just a mass genocide. And it's
But
crazy.
but things like that have been here forever. Like we can't sit here and act like,
yeah, but
like,
bro, but like why?
Like
Think about it.
The country that's literally in the Bible has been at war forever.
Yeah.
For thousands of years. Things like this has been happening for years. Like it's not anything new. Like nothing's new under the sun.
But
we're just living a cycle.
What did they document though? They documented them going to war. What if the Bible said that the countries got along? You know what I mean? And they were best of friends. You feel me? And that they were like the best. You know what I mean? Oh, when they worked together, they accomplished so much. The Bible doesn't talk about that.
No, the Bible literally says straight up war, bro.
Yeah.
It literally says, this place is different from you. Beef with them.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
and that
what
even,
it literally says.
and that even ties into like, not even just that war, but like everything that has to do with like racism too.
Yeah.
Like, stuff gets handed down and prejudice and everything else is from an older generation, but where's that cutoff where people start thinking differently and be like, oh, why are we actually doing this? Why am I hating this? Why am I hating this individual for the color of their skin? Or why am I hating this person for their sexual preference? Like, why am I just hating instead of like really just trying to understand them? You don't have to love somebody, but you at least have to understand somebody. And that's my perspective on that.
You're right. You're 100% right, bro. But like, I feel like
If you could love, it's cool, but
like we're really getting caught up in the details, like the words. But how about the energy, guys? Let's think about it. If you
100%.
see somebody kill somebody, how does that make you feel? If you see somebody just kill somebody, how is that gonna make you feel? Let's be honest. Are you gonna be like, oh my god, yeah, he killed somebody?
nah.
No, you're gonna be like, yo, that's fucked up.
Yeah, why would you do that?
That's what I'm saying. But here's the thing: what normalizes that? Just because we have certain sanctions and certain fucking laws and all this crazy shit is normal? That's just not normal, bro. People are being killed. These people, like I said, these people have dreams. These people have families. These people hurt. They love. They cry. They laugh, just like you.
Yeah, some of those people could have cured some of the problems going on in this planet.
Exactly. But here's the thing: as long as we're here, bro, I have like this like understanding of this whole shit, bro. It's like as long as we're here. And we walk and we're able to talk and communicate to each other and there's one bottle, we're gonna eventually fight over this bottle. If this is the last bottle, bro, we're gonna eventually fight over this. So why not just fight about it right now and get it over with? You know what I mean? Think about it.
Yeah.
That's literally the course of history. Like, let's look at all these wars. They're all pointless. You know what I mean? I was in the military, bro. When they taught me all the history of all the crazy shit, I'm like, bro, this is completely pointless. You know what I'm saying? This is not for the prosperity of life. This is to take life. You know what I'm saying? And I understand if you have to, defend your country. I love this country. You know what I mean? There's no other country, bro, that I feel is like our country because this is just a bunch of cultures, bro, together. This is like peace, but there isn't peace. We're the biggest bully, bro.
Yeah.
And to be honest, we are the biggest bully. You know what I mean? And I love America. I served America. But we're the biggest bully, bro. And it's just like, we preach peace, you know what I mean? But there's a history of destruction.
We preach it, but we don't practice it.
Yeah, we're like the angel of death. You know what I'm saying? And by angel of death, I mean we're the angel and we're the death angel at the same time. You know what I mean? We were getting biblical. Like you said, metaphors. You know what I mean? Even in the Bible, there's oppression within the metaphors, if we were to be honest. Yeah. It's just a certain way they have to say things, so it's not like, we can't say it too direct. You know what I mean? But we gotta say it indirectly. You know what I mean? And I love America, bro. I love them. I love this place. We're able to do this that we're doing right now. Just because America is what it is. But we can't be blind to the situations that happen in America. Like look at all these cops killing black people, bro. Our brothers, people that we know, you know what I'm saying? People that we could have known, you know what I mean? Like, bro, that's not it. It's the same thing. Us seeing that here and making us feel some type of way, bro, the same thing happens overseas with these countries killing, like, wanting to kill each other and beefing with each other. You know what I mean? It's like right in our backyard. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're different, you know what I'm saying? It's like literally there. You don't need a metaphor. It's literally there. And these people are just killing each other and just doing whatever the fuck they're doing, bro. And like, what are you going to do tomorrow? Are you going to do anything about it? No? Are you going to do anything about it? Are you going to do anything about it?
Hell no.
But we can do something about it. We can do something about it. We, the people, can do something about it. You feel me?
Mm.
It's not until you sit back and relax. Oh, let's just see what's on TV. Oh, shit, somebody got killed. Oh, that's crazy. It's going to keep happening. It's not until us as a collective shift our consciousness, bro, and honor love, you feel me, first than anything, and make love cool. Love is not cool. It's just cool to talk about.
And that's fact.
That's fact. Honestly, I think we should end off with that.
Wait, I got one question. Chakras.
Oh, chakras.
No, I think we should talk about that the next one.
Shit, nigga,
I think you have to wait till the next one.
Yeah, I think we have to wait for the next one.
He's
So
thinking.
so if anybody's wondering, like,
There's gonna be a
there's
part
gonna be
two.
a part 2, and the way this is going, there might be a part 3.
might be its own series, to be honest with you, because I fuck with this type of discussion. And like, you know, moving on with the ending thoughts, you know, it's a new year, you know. We're all, at least everyone in this room, we're all trying to preach love and everything. What is the one thing that you wish for humanity in 2023?
The one thing that I wish for humanity in 2023 is it's just love, bro. It's peace. You know, understanding. Because it's like we're all going through the same thing. Why are we tearing each other down if we're all going through the same battle? We should be helping each other up. Doesn't matter what you look like, or like what you've been through, or any of that, or what your gender is, or whatever it is. We're all fighting for what we believe in, for our dream, for our purpose. Why are we tearing each other down? All I ask is for you to be yourself and to believe that there's going to be a better day where we all get along and where we all hold hands and love each other. That's all.
I like that. We got to give a round of applause to our guest, Gorillo. You know, thank you for joining us for the part 1. That's
Part
what we're
one.
gonna call it, part 1.
Part 1.
Cause yo, we got more to talk
I feel like
about.
you got more knowledge to drop on the people too, bro. You
I
know,
definitely got a lot more, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. People gotta hear this.
well,
You
100%.
feel like you still got like more topics to talk about, like
There's a lot
Hell
more
yeah.
topics.
like how you feel about like the podcast? You felt comfortable? You feel me? Like,
Nah, this is a dope platform. I'm not gonna lie. You guys really like set the bar for like being yourself. As far as like being on camera and like, you know, microphones and all that stuff is involved. You know, like I'm comfortable, you know, being myself around you guys. So it's like, you know what I mean? There's nothing more real than that, bro. Being able to express yourself freely.
100%.
100%. Let's take a toast to that.
Yeah, big shout out to Gorillo.
Shout out to Gorillo.
Oh, slacking.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not slacking. It's just like, you know, I be drinking. Like, you feel me? I wasn't drinking as much as I usually do on the podcast.
I can't even talk.
Myself a glass.
Like, no matter of fact, yo, I'm gonna pour myself
Pull one out for me too, bro.
a
'cause I
brain
can't.
shot. You feel
I
me?
can't.
Whoa.
Oh, god damn.
With the Blanco, too.
Yeah, you feel me? Cause I'm gonna take this home. I'm gonna take. Yeah.
I hear you.
I'm not gonna drink and drive.
Yo, I'm sorry, but my arm is hurting the way you have my arm up.
Yeah.
All right, let's take
Hold
this
it up,
shot.
'cause this is
Season
a great
4.
episode.
Episode
You
2.
feel me?
Shout out to Gorillo. Shout out to Far From Sober. Shout out to Almazar Studios. And we are gone for tonight, baby.